Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Raven here. Today we're going to be reading the Breath of Gaia clan. First, let's get some of my music playing. And now, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All clan traits: Strength +3, Con +3, Creature type human, size medium or small, your choice. Their movement speeds are walking 20 feet, running 40 feet, climbing 10 feet, swimming 10 feet, burrowing 60 feet. Special sense, darkness sight 30 feet, tremor seeing 60 feet, base attack +2, saves, fortitude +2, reflex +2, will +2. Their skills are 5 times 8 plus intelligence modifier, with clan skills of Insight, Intimidate, Investigate, Nature Mana Gathering, and Perception. Their trained features are 1 trained feature in addition to the 1 gained at first level. The Breath of Gaia clan ability is Erupting Earth Entanglement. For the cost of 1 combat point and 5 mana points, you can make the earth in a 10-foot radius around you begin to erupt. Every creature that is within this ability's radius except for you must make a reflex save against danger. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 6 plus your highest ability modifier magical earth damage. On a failed save against danger, the creature takes 12 plus your highest ability modifier magical earth damage, and the creature is entangled in the broken earth, causing them to become prone and grappled for 1 in-game minute. The Breath of Gaia clan spells. Earth Armor Shattering Shield is the first one. Cost 2 combat points and 10 mana points. Range self. Duration, your highest ability modifier in-game minutes. You gain a number of temporary health points equal to 10 plus your total character level plus your highest ability modifier. Whenever these temporary health points are depleted, the rocks and earth that made your armor shatter in a 10-foot radius around you. All creatures in this radius except for you must make a reflex save against danger. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 5 plus your highest ability modifier magical earth damage. On a failed save against danger, the creature takes 10 plus your highest ability modifier magical earth damage. Any creature affected by this spell cannot reduce the amount of damage taken with their armor or shield. The next spell is Earth Summoning Hounds Holding Prison. And that one is cost 2 combat points, 15 mana points, range 120 feet. You target 1 creature that is within this spell's range. That creature must make a reflex save against danger. On a successful save against danger, the creature takes 5 plus your highest ability modifier magical earth damage and becomes affected by the bleeding condition for 3 in-game minutes. As 7 wolves made of earth sprout from the ground in all directions, biting the target. On a failed save against danger, the creature takes 10 plus your highest ability modifier magical earth damage and becomes affected by the bleeding condition, and it becomes affected by the grappled and restrained conditions by the earth wolves for a number of in-game minutes equal to your highest ability modifier. A creature that failed its save against danger can remake its save against danger at the beginning of each of their turns for the cost of 2 combat points. On a successful save, the creature is no longer grappled and restrained, but they are still affected by the bleeding condition for this spell's duration. The next spell is Magnetic Earth Wings. Cost 2 combat points and 20 mana points. Range self. Duration, your highest ability modifier in-game minutes. You create a magnetic field around you, pulling up the earth from under your feet and shaping it into the form of wings that slightly hover over your shoulders, granting you a flying speed of 120 feet for the duration of this spell. If you are flying when this spell ends, then you fall to the ground, becoming prone and taking the appropriate amount of fall damage. The wings grant you a +5 to your ADR and a +2 to all of your saves against danger. The next spell is Earth Stomp Shifting Sand Spikes. Cost 1 combat point and 30 mana points. Range 120 feet. You stomp on the ground, twisting your foot, turning the ground into sand, and let me turn this down real quick. That one got real loud fast. Let's see. Where were we? You stomp on the ground and the sand is in the target one creature, that creature, and you switch places. You then create spikes from the sand that was under your feet, dealing 15 plus your highest ability modifier magical earth damage to the target, and the creature becomes grappled by the spikes. The creature can make a reflex save against danger for the cost of 2 combat points on each of their turns. On a successful save against danger, the creature is no longer grappled. And the last, let me check real quick. Yeah, the last spell for this clan is Rock Wall Earth Tsunami. And it costs 3 combat points, 50 mana points, range 300 feet, duration 1 in-game hour. You create a wall made of earth that is up to 300 feet long by 300 feet high and 150 feet thick. The wall's construction is made with 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot panels. Each of these panels must line up with at least one other panel. If the wall moves through a creature's space when created, that creature becomes pushed to one side of the wall, your choice, and takes 25 plus your highest ability modifier magical earth damage. You can also make the wall a 150 foot long, 150 foot high, and 75 foot thick enclosed dome instead of a wall. If a creature would become inside the dome earth wall, then that creature must make a fortitude save against danger at the beginning of each of their turns. On a successful save against danger, nothing happens. On a failed save against danger, the creature loses 25 plus your highest ability modifier current mana points, and you gain that many mana points. The wall does not have to be vertical or be on any firm foundation. You can use this spell to create a bridge indoor, to cross over a chasm, create a ramp, etc. You can shape the wall to have spikes, false doors, traps, and so on. The wall can be damaged and thus breached. Each panel has an ADR equal to your ADR plus your highest ability modifier plus 5, and a number of health points equal to 50 plus your highest ability modifier per inch of thickness. Reducing a panel's health points to 0 destroys the panel, and the whole wall begins to collapse, creating a tsunami made of earth at the start of each creature's turn. After the wall collapses and the tsunami appears, the wall begins to move 50 feet away from where it was in a direction of your choice. Any creature except for you that gets hit by this tsunami becomes trapped inside. If the tsunami enters a creature's space when moving, that creature must succeed on a fortitude save against danger. On a successful save against danger, the creature is trapped inside the tsunami and takes 25 plus your highest ability modifier magical earth damage. On a failed save against danger, the creature takes 50 plus your highest ability modifier magical earth damage before it becomes trapped inside the tsunami. At the end of each of your turns, the tsunami's height is reduced by 50 feet. When the tsunami reaches 0 feet in height, the spell ends. The wall can have any shape you desire so long as it follows the feet length and thickness ratio that is provided in the spell. If the wall remains intact for the spell's duration, then the wall becomes permanent. If this happens, the tsunami portion of the spell does still take effect upon the destruction or collapse of a panel or panels. Thank you all. Like, subscribe, and join us next time for the Crimson Sand Clan. Thank you all, and have a nice day.